tried to sense his presence, but all I hear is the wind. Just my imagination? I guess I turned back towards the graveyard. There's a zombie there. And he's standing there in front of me. Hello and welcome back to this next episode of Spirit Hunter NG. We now know what NG stands for, and it's this weird ritual that seals Kakuya back into her little mirror, window, realm, I don't know. But as you can see, ℂ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂 is being creepy as always, and we found out that ℵ𝕂𝕂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂, the guy who started the fire in the department store, actually was the one who was kidnapping the girls, so you know, that is all good. I currently have a cat who's trying to bite my toes. Can we stop, Skimmy? We've got stuff to do. Okay, anyway, what about you, ℵ𝕂𝕂𝓂𝓂𝓂? Please stop scratching my toes. Thank you. Huh, what about me? Will you marry and have a happy family? ℵ𝕂𝕂𝓂𝓂𝓂 would sure be pleased if you had a child. Would Mum be happy in heaven too? You're still hung up on Yuko? Of course I am. Pops only shoves money at me and Mum actually loved me. She's my everything, even now, forever. I always want to relive the time when Mum was around. I see. At Ishimaru's strange outburst, ℵ𝕂𝕂𝓂𝓂𝓂 stops and frowns. It would be nice to go back to the past you long for. By the way, old man, you write scary fairy tales, yeah? So that means you're an expert on the occult? Yes, to some extent. What about it? I want to ask you something. Can you tell me about the demon ℒ𝕖𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 thing? Oh, he just wanted his mum back, but he's a bit, like, messed up in the head. I think my menace of a cat has disappeared, which, you know, means I can just get on with this. Even though she's still in the nice chair that I present to her. Oh, I so hope that was caught on camera because that's hilarious. I'm just going to carry on and let you do your thing, Scoom. It's because she wants to play. Okay, I'm focusing on a game. We can play later, yeah? She doesn't care. What? That was... The arsonist Ishimaru abducted girls and ℏ𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 turned each of them into dolls. It lines up with what was written in the Nagoshi Nogi book I found at Black Rabbit, plus the strange doll Ishimaru grabbed. That was the doll I picked up at the ℂ𝕂𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 residence. You look serious, Akira. Did something happen? No, it's nothing. I'm still trying to process everything I just saw. There's no way I can explain it right now. Well then, we survived that by the skin of our teeth, but we can't take a breather later. Let's get the hell out of here before someone finds out we broke in. Right, let's go. Let's get out of here. We're not gonna go some place weird again, are we? It'll be fine, probably. If the demon ℒ𝕖𝕗𝓂𝓂𝓂𝓂 was the one causing time to reverse, then we should be led to the scene of the fire again. We shouldn't be led to the scene of the fire again. So I'm being distracted by this thing in the back. You're naughty girl. She's like, no, I'm innocent, I promise. I press the button for the first floor and the elevator quietly starts moving. Is that it? Are we done? Yay. The elevator reaches the first floor without any issues. Phew, we made it back all right. Come on, we don't have time to be standing around. Let's get going. Ue makes it clear that she wants to be out of this place, so we leave. Phew, we should be safe here. Good job, you two. Sheesh, I'm exhausted and that's no joke. I want to sleep like a log. Hey, what's that face for? Something's bugging me. What exactly was the demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 we saw? That's an incredibly vague question. It was probably a mixture of all the people who died in the fire. No, I get that, but the demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 ritual itself exists way before the fire, right? It's not really related to the fire at all. Yeah, that's true. So basically, you're wondering whether we face the real demon ℶ𝑗𝑒? More or less. We were originally trying to summon the demon ℶ𝑗𝑒, and then that thing appeared. First, let's sum up what we know. The arsonist, Masaru Ishimaru, burned humans alive in an attempt to summon demon ℶ𝑗𝑒. His wish was to revive his late mother. Talk about crazy occult maniacs. She's also the late wife of President Ishimaru of the Sumi group. She's quite dead. That's right, she's quite dead. I confirmed that when I was investigating the Sumi group. In other words, his wish to the demon ℒ𝑗𝑒 wasn't granted. That's right. That's what that'd mean, yeah? These sentences are sometimes hard when they're localized weird, I think, sometimes. This is just a theory, but maybe a wish was granted. Except, it wasn't Ishimaru's wish. So whose was it? The victims that Ishimaru killed? The voices of the 24 victims would have been louder than Ishimaru's voice, and in an extreme situation like that, they would have all been wishing the same thing. I don't want to die, huh? Exactly, and in its own warped way, the demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 granted that wish, creating the demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 that we saw, I guess. So the rumor about demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 granted wishes was true? Well, it's my theory is right. That demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 could have also just been a completely unrelated ball of rage, and nobody's wishes were granted during that fire. Which would mean that the rumors about demon ℶ𝑗𝑒 were false? Even so, believers in the occult would just deny it. They'd claim the value of sacrifice wasn't high enough or something. In the end, people are going to believe what they want to believe. There's no such thing as the correct answer. Well, it's about time we split up. This ain't a good time for minors to be walking around. Yeah, I guess I'll be heading home. Thanks for everything, ℒ𝑗𝑒. That's surprisingly decent coming from you. Have you fallen for me? Yeah. I'm just joking. By the way, Kojima, how did Ami examination go? Oh yeah, I never told you. They found some abnormalities in her brainwaves, so she's under examination until tomorrow. That's so. I hope Natsumi gets better soon so they can go back to their normal lives. Yeah, me too. If Aunt Natsumi's coma is because of Kaguya's curse, then Ami's not getting her normal life back until I do something with Kaguya. Alright, I'm heading out. See ya, guys. Oi disappears in the direction of Shinza Station. I think I say my goodbyes here too. My hotel room is right by Shinza Station. So you're still not going home, huh? I can't. Not why you could end up getting suddenly cursed again like you did today. Amanome seems completely fine, but I've constantly been causing trouble for the past few weeks, including what happened to Maruhashi. What's the matter? You're staring at me. At first I didn't want to get him involved, but if he hadn't been here to help me, I never would have survived this long. I've really caused you a lot of trouble. Sorry. Like I care. It's my job to back you up. You're all brawn and no brains. If I left you alone, you'd be the one in trouble. Guess we're in the same boat. You forgetting who saved you when the gang was gonna kidnap you back in elementary school? Did you forget who introduced you to the underground matches when you needed cash? Then you're forgetting high school when, man, we could keep going on like this forever. Serious. Well, I'm gonna get going. See you later. Amanome disappears down a bustling street. Now that I think of it, a lot of people have helped me get this far. I gaze up at the night sky for a while, picturing all the people who've helped me. Because of your choice relationship with Ami, Ami's character file was updated. Oh, because of your close relationship with Ami. Because of your close relationship with Natsumi, hers was updated. Oi's character file updated. Kima's character file updated. Guess I'll get going myself. Doesn't mean that I didn't have a close relationship with the others. I go to the station and quickly hop on the last train heading to ℏ𝑗. After arriving at ℏ𝑗 station, which is deserted at this hour, I head to my apartment. I'm just gonna pop ahead. I don't know why it's making us walk down here, as if, like, something's gonna happen. Is something gonna happen? That's a bit weird if it does. I just want to go home. Or was it D-Man? Can we have a last D-Man? I thought we already had last D-Man. A text. Open up the message. It is D-Man. I thought we had the last D-Man. I'm so happy we get another one. How are you? It's D-Man. This will be my final message. Okay, this is the final. Lacey tells us. Final message. I admire your dedication for finding my analysis reports. I'd like to personally thank you, my true comrade. If you don't mind, come to the graveyard entrance. I'm finally going to see his face. A graveyard? Probably the one not far from here. Choosing not to go home, instead I head in the direction that he mentioned. This is the spot D-Man said to be. Doesn't look like he's here. Calls me out, but doesn't bother to be here, huh? I'm under no obligations to wait. Going home is starting to sound like a good idea, just then. A man's voice whispers in my ear. What was that? I spin around, but there's no one there. Straining my ears, I try to sense his presence, but all I hear is the wind. Just my imagination? I guess I turn back towards the graveyard. There's a zombie there. And he's standing there in front of me. So this is the elusive D-Man? It's a zombie! Ashen face, unfocused eyes, a bloodstained shirt. And an aura that can't possibly be human. Is he dead? I study him as he slowly approaches me. Hello? Did I scare you? No. Okay, so I managed to impress you a little. I'll take it. No, excuse me. And while I'm apologizing, please allow me to say how nice it is to meet you. What? I thought this was Yoshiki, wasn't it? This is the first time we've met, but he's being so friendly with me, like a long-lost pal. Guess he's taken a liking to me after sending all those texts. My real name is ℏ𝑗. So it isn't who I thought it was. No, Hiro, is that... Oh. Sorry to meet you like this, but in life I was the desk editor of Op Arts Monthly. Desk man, so D-Man. I want to express my thanks to you, but I also have one thing to confirm. His cheerful voice suddenly turns serious. It's about my writings. You always seemed so interested in them. To the point, what do you truly want to do? That's what I want to know. Who do you truly wish to become? I pray that you don't disappoint me. What do I want to do? Graduate from high school, explore the untapped world, become an urban legend too. Explore the untapped world. Good. D-Man. The unknown. I want to explore the untapped world. That was written on the first D card I found. I bet he wanted me to become a follower, a fellow explorer of the untapped world. That's going to be the answer he's looking for. Oh, wonderful. You're exactly the man I expected. From now on, the untapped world will welcome you. I still thought it was supposed to be the character from the first game, from Deathmark. It was not. I'm kind of disappointed. I shouldn't be, but I kind of am. Kojima, I'm glad I was able to meet you today. Thanks for everything. I have one last report to give you. Now then, you may remain in good health until Oh, now then, may you remain in good health until the day you arrive at the abyss of the untapped world. Thanks, D-Man. And with that, he vanishes. Where he was standing is a familiar-looking card. D-card! Obtain D-card. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. Spirit Memoirs 10-1. ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃. Apologies for alarming you earlier. I was so happy to finally meet you that I asked what I shouldn't have. Who am I is just what I told you before. I am Hiro Aratama, former desk editor of Arts Monthly. Many of my acquaintances, like Mr. K, oh, okay, so maybe, okay, are familiar with the paranormal. No blame on them, but I often get carried away. That's how I'm like this. I've always felt bad about dying. It caused trouble for the editorial department and the magazine's readers. That aside, I'm ecstatic to welcome you to a fellow explorer of the untapped world. I'd like to start out by sharing information with you on ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃, what we're currently after. Do you know what ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 is? ℏ𝕗 even? It's the march of evil spirits of rivers and mountains, much like those found in ancient tales of this country. It's a piece of fiction, but the ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃 we're after isn't. Would you believe me if I said a large group of spirits like those you faced used to march along the land of Musashino a long time ago? It's your right and duty to affirm everything paranormal, including my bizarre stories, as I don't have to convince you now. Back to ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃𝓃. We believe at the centre of this cover-up historical instance. The cover-up of this historical instance is a certain presence. It has the power to create dangerous spirits. I'm sure someone has come to mind. It's Kakuya. Or, more accurately, the Kakuya doll. A doll with similar powers has connected to the Mark case in H-City. These doll spirits are considered the core of what causes the ℏ𝕗𝓃𝓃𝓃. We assume a death march occurs when the doll spirit gathers the dead and turns them into spirits, but we don't know much about these dolls yet. All of the families from the Edo period associated with the dolls have disappeared, and passed down items were lost in the war. The only possible lead we might get is for you to ask the doll spirits directly. But you must be very careful. You'll soon reach the end of Kaguya's game. If you observe closely, you'll learn new information. That said, don't end up like me. If worst comes to worst, put your own safety first. Now, I still have much to say to you, but look how I am. Sadly, I have some place I need to be, but thank you for keeping me company all this time. I'll tell my acquaintances about you when I get the chance. Goodbye, Kojima. Until we meet again. D-Man. D-Man! So, this is finally the end. The abyss of the untapped world. What's that supposed to mean? Pondering the meaning behind his words, I walk home. Interesting. You love a bit of D-Man. When I get home, I immediately head to the bathroom and take a hot shower. I still feel the lukewarm sensation from the blood that splurted when I cut the demon Tsukuyomi. I want to wash that off as soon as possible. Don't look in the mirror. He's gonna look in the mirror. He told you he's gonna look in the mirror, you shouldn't have. I haven't seen Kaguya since the day she told me about the Killer Peach game. The fact she hasn't shown up, despite the fact that I took Ami back, makes me feel uneasy. But Kaguya's curse appeared. What's going on? Maybe Kaguya's still watching me even though I can't see her. From behind this mirror, from the realm of the dead? Well, that's right. Where'd that thing go? That thing? What thing? I search for drawers, shelves, and under the bed, and quickly find that. What's that? Oh, that! In the blood documentary vision, I heard Masaru Ishimaru was holding this doll. It's definitely the same one. In that vision, Yakumo Moroku said, "Oh, that's just junk now. Now that I'm last successor of the Moroku family." It definitely looks like just junk, but its appearance is similar to Kaguya's. That's bugging me. think about it later. I need to get up early tomorrow to go pick Ami up. I better get to sleep. Night time. Spirit file, Demon Soki. Summary regarding the fire at Momori department store. Tomoko Okayama lost her son and husband in the fire. The arsonist was Masaru Ishimari, Noboru Ishimaru's son. After losing his mother, turned psychopath, committing crimes, tried to resurrect, that is the right R word, resurrect his mum with demon ℏ𝑗𝑒 ritual. His father covered up incident with underworld connections, grudges of fire victims, and Okayama, Masaru Ishimaru is gone. Ooh, spirit cases. What's next? I wonder if savey save. Can I not? There we go. I get so confused. Okay. Actually, does it even matter? Go to bed. Collapsed on the bed, I shut my eyes. A bunch of things happened tonight. Some of it shocked me. I would have sworn I was going to find myself awake for hours after shutting my eyes. But I must have been exhausted. My consciousness quickly fades away. Sleepy time. Sleepy time. Oh, I could just save there. Okay. Afternoon, I go to the hospital to pick Ami up. The doctor explains the results to me, but despite clearly being in a weakened state, her brain infrequently exhibits theta waves. Obviously, I don't understand any of that. After I promise to bring her in for regular exams, the doctor finally releases her. Then after paying Aunt Azumi a quick visit, it's somehow already become sunset. When we arrive at Kasuji, Ami badges me into a huge shopping trip at the nearby supermarket. We stock up not only on food and candy, but also a change of clothes and a toothbrush for Ami. I don't have much say since she'll be staying with me for a while, and by the end my arms are full. Big brother? Want me to help carry a grocery bag? Yes. No, I got it. Such a man thing. Then I can take the paper bag. It looks pretty light. She's staring at the black paper bag I have. Apparently ℏ𝑗𝑒 left it at the hospital this morning when she went to visit Ami. It contains everything that Aunt Azumi had on her when she collapsed. The police said had submitted it as evidence, but they'd finished examining it all. According to ℏ𝑗𝑒, she put the report in there too as a little gift to me. I told you I got it, Ami. You gotta save your strength to get better. Yeah, okay. I'll let you handle it, thanks. Oh, Ami. Ami and I walk side by side as we head to my apartment. We did the exact same thing just 3 weeks ago, but it feels like it's been an eternity since then. Oh yeah, big brother. Whatever happened to that black postcard? Oh, that? The black postcard I got from Kakuya. The cursive invitation that got Ami and I wrapped up in Kaguya's games. If I hadn't picked up the postcard back then, would my fate have changed? I don't remember. To be honest, the postcard just vanished at some point. Maybe it ended up getting tossed with the rest of my junk mail. Oh, that's too bad. It had a fun riddle. We rest for a bit after getting home and I make a stir-fry at Ami's request. It's not like it's especially fancy or something, but Ami looks delighted as she eats. After taking another little break, Ami says she she'll wash the dishes. Now that I remember, it was always Ami's job to do the dishes on days when I made the food. But she's still recovering, so I try to keep her from overexerting herself. But she just yells, "It's my job," and won't listen to a thing I say. In the end, I throw in the towel and let her do it. The rabbit keeps running, chasing after the stars. I can hear Ami start to sing in the kitchen. She's having a good time washing the plates. She seems weirdly excited, but I guess that's better than her being all depressed over Aunt Natsumi. Alright, what should I do in the meantime? It's teaching of Yugoru's jiu-jitsu. I still have a lot to learn. I have a feeling we're about to get into something big. And with that feeling, I'm going to end this episode here. In the next episode, I think it's going to be the final episode, so good luck everybody. We may be fighting Kakuya. That's a spoiler, but not really, because it's kind of obvious that this is where it's heading, so fingers crossed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye!